Hello and good global greetings. Welcome to Let's Talk About It with Danelle Boyles in the United States, where we get into conversations that are launching pads for the life change and inspiration that you may be looking for. Today, I have joining me for an enlightening interview, Rehmat EmpowermentWala of Pakistan, an amazing individual that is on a mission to bring AI education to a new standard. Patient, kind, intelligent, and he is here to share with us today. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, Danelle. Thank you so much for your kind words and happy to be here and share some of the knowledge with you and your audience.
It is my pleasure to have you here with me in front of the camera today. I'm very excited about this, to get to know a little bit more about you and your journey. And as an instructor and educator of Rehan School, you have quite the task laid out ahead of you of educating in AI. So I guess to begin our conversation, can you just tell us a little bit more about yourself outside of the usual introduction?
Sure. I'm Rehmat. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan, 37 years old, and I have a high school degree. It's been 3 years since I'm connected with Mr. Rehan Allah. I have learned a lot from him. First, he asked me to, take these interviews and do the podcast because he thinks that podcasting tool is one tool which helps us learn many, many, many things. Like in a 30-minute interview, 30-minute podcast, you can learn like you can learn a whole book of a person's life. So that's what I started when I joined Rehan Allah Sahab. I started taking podcasts, doing podcasts with people. I have done 250 plus podcasts until now with the people all around the world, and it's been
Amazing.
very helpful. It's been very helpful in my speaking power, in my understanding, in my communication skills, my English speaking skills. So yeah, if you ask me the best task in Rehan School system, I would say I love podcasting. I really love podcasting. I want to know more about people. I want to listen to their stories, listen to their different perspectives on different matters. So this is what I really love about podcasting. So you build that connection in a 30-minute interview, which is amazing. And still I have many many connections connected with me through Facebook and different social media platforms, which I used to have podcasts with them. So that is the amazing power of this podcasting. So beside podcasting, I love to expand my social network. I love to connect with people all around the world, like you, Danelle. I've been connected with you for now some months now, and you are in our class also and learning our teachers training program. That is also very good. It's been you could say two years and 4 months since I am the lead facilitator at Rehan School Online Academy also, where I conduct online classes for Rehan School system, and our classes strictly in English because we cater Europe, USA, Canada audience, so we have to be in English, and our time is like 10 p.m. Pakistan time till 2 a.m. Pakistan time. It's the late night, midnight time here in Pakistan, because we want to, make this availability to the audience of our Europe and America and Canada, because the time difference we have.
Right.
So it's been 2.5 years since I'm leading the Rehan school system night shift class, and the journey has been amazing. I've been connected with many, many, many wonderful people, and learning a lot from them, learning a lot from this journey. So
Mhm.
yeah, this is a little about me.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. So you kind of answered a couple of my questions.
I did.
Um, because we're here to talk about you and your work and how you go
Thank you.
about it, how you were introduced to technology, how long you've been working with Rehan and the institute and the school. So thank you for sharing all of that. As a lot of our individuals that'll be watching this might know that I actually am a student in the Rehan Teachers Institute right now in a boot camp program working with Vermont. And it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Um, it is it very much challenges you and pushes you, and it is an amazing learning opportunity. And I, you know, even on my days that I struggle, I enjoy the learning and the, the the push to try the new things or to get back to things that I had tried. So thank you, first of all, for being a wonderful instructor and educator.
My pleasure.
So I guess on a little bit more of a personal level, what is your favorite thing about living in Pakistan?
Food, I would say.
Well, I do believe you and I are foodies at heart, so I can totally understand that, and I relate. What's your favorite thing to eat in Pakistan? That's your like traditional food.
Chicken biryani it is.
Yeah,
I love chicken biryani.
it looks very good, very good.
Absolutely. I can eat in the morning, in the
All the
afternoon, in the
time.
evening, in the night. So yeah, chicken biryani is on the top of
Nice. Well, I hope to one day get to come and enjoy some, some of the delicious food there in person someday.
Absolutely. I have invited you several times, Danelle.
I know. I wish airfare just wasn't so stinking expensive to travel.
Yeah.
So, do you have on another personal level? Do you have any like personal fears that you struggle with when it comes to your advancement in learning yourself personally?
There's always a fear inside you when you are, doing something new or trying something new. Of course, the fear of failure, the fear of mistakes, and the outcomes of those mistakes. So there's always a fear of failure. But the best thing is you should know how to overcome that failure, and that
Overcoming
is
your
coming
fears.
after you do the practical thing. If you are not doing the practical thing, if you are not actually doing that task, you won't overcome that failure. So it
Right.
happened with me when I started doing podcast. My very first podcast, I still remember. And my first podcast was with a person, and he cancelled it twice. So you could imagine for 2 days, those butterflies in my tummies and those nervousness and that pressure was in my mind, that how would I deal in the live session, because I was going to do the very first time. So the 2 days were very difficult for me. But when I did it, when I crossed that hurdle, crossed that barrier, I found out that it was all in my mind. Like it wasn't that difficult, but it
Yeah.
was all in my mind. So what I did successfully in those 2 days, that I kept giving me the confidence that yes, you can do it. Yes,
Hmm.
you. If there was a failure, if there was a mistake, no problem. You would overcome it. I
Hmm.
had that confidence on. So giving you the confidence and keep going, do not stop. That is what give you the courage to overcome that fear of failure. I think.
Yeah, step by step, huh? One step at a
Absolutely.
time. So, if you had the opportunity to change anything in your life, is there anything in your life that you would change at this point?
I would change my disability. Like I'm a person with disability. I cannot walk on my feet. I use wheelchair. So that is one thing I think I would like to change in my life. Other than that, my life is wonderful. My life is amazing. I have wonderful
Pretty
parents,
good. Pretty
wonderful
good.
family. I enjoy every day. So yeah, everything is good. I have job. I have salary. So I'm enjoying my life pretty much. But if I would get a chance, I would definitely change my disability. Yes.
Well, that's amazing, and I can understand that as an individual that has worked with individuals with a whole varying form of disabilities, from physical, to mental and emotional health and all that. You know, the experience of being able to, to have those opportunities that people who are upright, I could understand. I've been a person that's been in a wheelchair before, either due to illness or injury, and, not being mobile, definitely does have its disadvantages. But I think you have done an amazing job to accommodate and overcome, and to have a very good life. So as an individual that sees you from that standpoint, I think you're a pretty amazing person.
Thank you so much. I
So,
highly appreciate.
so I guess really what it comes down to now. So we know a little bit about you, about your history with, your education, your experience with Rehan and with the school system. Um, can you enlighten us a little bit on your purpose behind your name of the Empowerment Walla and your experience and where you think AI is going in the near future?
Absolutely. I'm glad you asked that question. Uh, Wala or Wali is the way of denoting a mission to Rehan Wala students by Mr. Rehan Wala. It's like Peter Diamandis' massive transformative purpose (MTP) theory. So whenever someone connects to Mr. Rehan Wala, he assigns a mission or a purpose of life to that person, which he or she has to work on, build the capacity, and then work on that and eradicate that problem from the world and impact at least 1 million people's lives in positive manner, in a positive way. So when I got connected to Mr. Rehan Alawala, he he asked me a question that what do I want from my life. So I responded him that I want to be independent. I want to be self-dependent. I want to be independent. I want to be, on my feet, like metaphorically. I want to fulfill all my requirements, all my needs by myself. I don't want to look upon to my father or my brothers. So this is what I want from my life. So he suggested me to this title, Empowerment Wala. All these things which I just mentioned come into this, empower yourself, like financially, emotionally, physically.
Mm-hmm.
uh, so I really like that idea, and I really like that title, and which was unique at that time. Nobody else in Rehan school system had that title. So I really happily adopted that and changed my name from Sayyid Rehmat Ali Shah to Rehmat EmpowermentWala. My name was a bit long because of
No, I like it.
Thomas. So um, I adopted that, and I started working on my empowerment first. Because as a person with disability, you do not get to go out much from your house, and you do not get to meet too many people, like social networking and all these things. So when I started going social, I had to learn how to be social in
Mm-hmm.
a professional way, which I did. And through podcasting, again, a wonderful tool to learn how to be in a social network professionally. I learned that, and I expanded my network. I have now approximately 20,000 people following me on different social media platforms. It's been 3 years hard work. So
Wow.
I'm totally Googleable now also. So you can Google me, Rehmat Empowerment Wala. You can find all my links there.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started empowering myself through social networking, through working on myself, and being comfortable with people, talking to people, and connecting with people. And then Mr. Rehan Alawala hired me on salary also, and working for Rehan School. So that was also a financially empowerment step for me, which I couldn't think about. That one day I will
Absolutely.
be able to, be hired on a salary. I didn't think about it. I thought my life would be just like playing PUBG and surfing YouTube and internet, and that's it. But Mr. Rehan Alawala showed me this way, the path of productivity, which I could use my talent and skills and be productive, not for myself, not for just for my family, but for the people around me. So thanks to Rehan Alawala. And then when I built my capacity and my capability, I started empowering other persons with disabilities also. So now Rehan Bhai connects me with all the persons with disabilities he gets connected to, and then I do podcasting with them. I connect with them. I call them. I give them the confidence. I listen to their stories. I adore them. I give them. I tell them my story also to let them know that there are hardships in life which you go through, but the good person or the strong person which you can you fight with those hardships and come come up from them.
That's
And
right.
so be a fighter. So that is what I'm doing right now, to work on my empowerment and work on the person with disabilities empowerment. So my full, or you could say long-term mission, is to at least help 1 million people, person with disabilities, to empower their life in a way which I could do.
I love that. I truly do. I feel like in that sense we're kindred spirits because I have worked with special needs.
Yes,
Gosh,
you do.
from the time that my oldest son was 5, and so he's almost 30 now. So for 25 years, I've been in special education.
Yep.
Um, so it's a very connected life purpose that I feel, that you have turned around, and because cognitively you got it, so it's not you're not held back cognitively at all. So don't let those physical aspects hold you back, and I don't think you do. And I love that you're using it to empower other individuals to also believe, that they are capable of doing anything, because you know everyone is capable of like meeting their highest capacity of ability. And so,
Absolutely.
yeah, finding
That is
out what
what my mission is.
yeah finding out what that highest capacity is. Well, we only have a few more minutes before we're going to have to sign off. So,
Sure.
I'm, very, very proud and respected that I got to have this time with you one on one today. And do you have any, closing words that you would like to share, and inspiration to individuals that you feel they would benefit from?
Sure. I would say, let's talk a little about artificial intelligence. So I would say that this is the technology.
Yes,
We
yes,
have
please
to,
elaborate on that.
yes, we have to follow. We have to learn, because when the computers came, the manual workers shifted to computer, and then the internet came, and we all shifted to internet technology. Now the era is of artificial intelligence. If you're not going to shift on artificial intelligence, you will be left behind. And then you do not want to be left behind, because
Yeah,
you want to be aligned with the technology, with the world, where world is going. So do learn this artificial intelligence. It's very amazing. Every day you have something new to learn, something new to explore, and it's amazing. You start teaching others, and you feel like, oh, this thing I need to learn first, and then I have to teach to others. But this
mhm,
is what I'm experiencing on daily basis. I learn something new, I teach to my students, and then it's strengthening my learning also. So, in every field, I'm feeling that artificial intelligence is going to be needed. So you have to master it. If not master it, you have to be, a friendly user of artificial intelligence, I would
right.
say. You should know how to use these tools for your benefits, to ease your work, to save your time, to automate some work which you do manually on daily basis. So do consider this artificial intelligence, and do learn this.
Absolutely, I agree. It is definitely a very profound direction that the world is going into. And, for many, it is going to be a complete necessity to acquire you know, those parts of knowledge. There's still a whole entire vast part of the world that is going to operate on, the everyday continued human momentum of needing to do everyday things. But even those everyday things are going to incorporate more attuned, things that require you to learn new talents to be able to use, computers at work, or to be able to operate even ordering boards, for fast food companies. It's all, even if it's just in smaller increments, everything is still going to continuously be changing. So it's something everyone needs to kind of,
Absolutely.
learn a little bit or learn a lot, and so it just depends on what an individual is doing professionally.
And I believe if you start learning, you cannot stop yourself from learning more and more and more. It's
Yeah.
addictive.
And it's not only is it addictive, but it's empowering yourself to have, more knowledge, and the capacity to hold more intellect. It's, it's just a matter of growth and human expansion.
Absolutely. I
So,
agree.
well, I thank you so much for your time today and for sharing, a little bit of your personal life with us, and sharing your advice and information about the schooling. And if anyone would like to reach out to Rehmat about anything to do with, the school or what he does professionally, he is on all the social media platforms. And is there anything else you want to share before we sign off, sir?
I'm totally Googleable with Rehmat EmpowermentWala, so anyone can
Okay.
Google me, and I'm available on all social media platforms. And thank you so much, Danelle, for having me and giving me the chance to speak to you and to your audience. And I hope I could do justice with your questions to my limited knowledge.
No,
And
you absolutely did. Thank you.
thank you so much. It was wonderful being
It
here.
was
Thank you so much.
wonderful. Thank you. All right, guys, there you have it. The future of AI and education, and all the wonderful things about Rehmat EmpowermentWala. As always, thank you for joining us. I hope you take away some wonderful growth and expansion from our conversation. Remember to keep learning every day, and expand those minds, hearts, and horizons as often as you can. And until next time, namaste.